My name is Chris Millett, and I'm a PhD candidate in social and cultural analysis at Concordia University, Montreal. Insights into the reception of the work of Karl Polanyi is a project that I've been working on with the Karl Polanyi Institute of Political Economy since 2017. The project explores Polanyi's contemporary usage and growing influence, cataloging relevant Polanyi-based works in a database that will be put on a web platform that researchers around the world will be able to access. The project aims to act as a hub for Polanyi-inspired research, providing scientific monitoring of emerging Polanyian scholarship and a knowledge transfer tool for scholars wishing to learn about Polanyi and on how to employ his concepts in research. The first stage of the data collection was completed in 2019 through a methodology that combines elements of systematized and scoping reviews. This involved searching in major interdisciplinary databases for material published between the year 2000 and 2019 that substantively employs Polanyi's work. The pieces selected either explicitly refer to using Polanyi in their approach or show meaningful and repeated use of Polanyi's concepts across the text. As it stands, our collection contains 1,066 titles, primarily academic books and scientific articles from the time period mentioned, covering many disciplines. And this also includes material in 16 different languages. The collection is currently being housed in Zotero's reference management software. The Zotero database includes detailed bibliographic data for each title in the collection, with a number of searchable fields and keywords that have been added. Once we launch the collection publicly, all keywords and bibliographic data will be searchable. So for the researcher, the collection will make it very easy to quickly find out and access information on, for example, what has been written on Polanyi in connection to the rise of the far right, or say on how Polanyi is being used in literature on contemporary commons movements. It will also be possible through the searchable keywords to learn on how Polanyi's core concepts such as embeddedness or fictitious commodities are being used and reinterpreted over time. You will also be able to run discipline-specific searches to gain an understanding of how Polanyi is being taken up across different academic fields. Helpful, for instance, if you quickly needed to access what has been written on Polanyi in the field of, say, geography or economics. The advantage here over traditional database searches is that every title in our collection has been assessed to be a substantive treatment of Polanyi, with works filtered out that merely reference him. Karl Polanyi is one of the most frequently cited theorists in the social sciences and humanities today. This connects to new debates over the meaning of human economies and the ends they ought to serve. The collection we've assembled in Zotero reflects this explosion of renewed interest. The number of works on Polanyi doubled after the 2008 financial crisis and continue to rise each year. Our project responds to this growing interest in Polanyi, hoping to bridge research across the world, offering a platform for scholars using Polanyi to advance their research and connect to wider audiences. As a searchable hub containing the scholarship that Polanyi's work has inspired, it will also serve as a companion to the Institute's Karl Polanyi Digital Archive, working to demonstrate how Polanyi's writings are being mobilized to further knowledge across disciplines. Thus, it will also act as a living document of Polanyi's legacy and influence. The next steps for this project include developing the online platform for the public. This will involve embedding the Zotero database on a web platform with a searchable interface. Once the collection is launched publicly, the Polanyi Institute will reach out to the authors featured in it to introduce them to the project as well as the Polanyi archive. Scientific monitoring. Since we want to create a living, breathing document of Polanyi's influence, the collection will require updates to add newly published works. There will be an option to allow authors to submit their own work to the database or to send abstracts to be appraised for inclusion. A truly open access platform would also allow authors to make notes on words entered in the collection. These are options we will explore further as the project progresses. And finally, when the project is finished, we will write up our findings to submit for scholarly publication. That will involve using the collection to explore in greater detail the impact of Polanyi on academia, identifying recurring themes and objects of study, assessing the new directions, debates, and methods in which Polanyi's work is being employed, and through a macro level scope of what's been written, identify new avenues for research. For more information on the Insights Project and the Karl Polanyi Digital Archive, contact the Karl Polanyi Institute of Political Economy at polanyinstitute@concordia.ca. Thank you.